écrit, ça va être à toi dans 3, 2, 1, vas-y.
And welcome everyone, welcome back into a new game, a new runner and a new history into speedrunning. Et je vais le faire la présentation en français parce que je suis capable de switcher comme ça par pur plaisir personnel. Donc, je vous présente le fameux, l'intelligent, le beautiful, the amazing Étienne. Donc, je te cède la place, mon cher.
Thank you, merci beaucoup. Hello everyone, I'm AEtienne and welcome to the run of Azure Striker GUNVOLT. This is the Switch version, so this versions include GUNVOLT 1 and 2, and this will be the run of GUNVOLT 1 with the 80% runs good ending. So we have some side quests to do to see the true final boss of these games. If somehow you missed it, this run is for you. And even if you don't know this game, this run is for you, especially if you like Mega Man games, as you will see. I think we're ready for the timer. There isn't, yeah, someone will launch the timer from the tag, I think.
On your mark.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. So, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And here we go. So, GUNVOLT is basically the legacy of Mega Man's, as you will see. So, if you know the world of X-Men, it's basically the synopsis of this game is basically nearly the same things. There is some people in this world who have some extra power, like GUNVOLT, who can manipulate the Oh, come on, thank you. Who can manipulate the electricity, and there is a big enterprise named Sumeragi that would like to rule the world by taking control of all of the people who have the special powers. And we are part of the resistance, I think, that can try to beat this big enterprise and stop their evil plans to rule the world. So that's basically the synopsis of these games. So in terms of controls, GUNVOLT, as you can see, can dash and can have a shoot like this, but basically what is the most different things in several Mega Mans is the way to DPS every enemies to make damage. Basically the guns, it's not the main source of damage of GUNVOLT. The main source of damage is the electricity itself, and the gun is only here to mark an enemy. As you will see on this mid-boss, I just make marks on his head, and I use my electricity shield, my electricity power, as you will see, to make damage to the boss. And that's the very first mini-boss. So yeah, the most important things to do is to mark the enemy as fast as possible. In terms of defensive strats, the most important things to know is the... I don't remember the name of these things in English, but it's the electricity dodge. It's the dodging things, as you will see. When I hit an enemy, but I don't use my electricity power, I can dodge the attack or the damage by sacrificing a part of my electricity bar or my mana bar at the bottom of GUNVOLT. So that's basically the main way to be fast in GUNVOLT, because as you will see, I will go here, using the dodge, being behind the boss, activate one of my big power, a lightning sphere, to one-shot the boss in one cycle like this. Let's save a lot of times. And to finish a level, you just have to destroy this flag, and that was the first level. I will take the chat if there is any questions. It's a Mega Man with a cheaper gun, exactly, but it's a Mega Man with a very big power that can be very useful. Oh, I didn't speak about something really important about the electricity power. If I use my electricity, I cannot dodge. So if I get hits, even if I have some mana, if I, for example, be hit by an enemy, I will take the damage, and you can see my level on top left. So in GUNVOLT you can attack and you can dodge or defense, but you can do the two things at the same time. So basically, if you use the dodge too many like this, if you use the dodge too many times, you will lose damage, and of course, because you're losing damage, you're losing speeds. So yeah, it's always more preferable to don't have to use the dodge like I do right now. For example, if you are against a boss, because you have a lot of damage to do to deal with the boss very fast. So here we are in the second level. So as you saw at the last menu sections, I have the choice between 6 missions. I choose to do the water mission at first because there is an intermissions after 3 different levels where I will face the boss that's basically a big run killer of this games named Carpent, and this boss will use the 3 weapons. Oh, I missed this skip anyway. Skip of this cycles. This boss I will face in 3 missions will use the weapons of the boss I will face in the 3 levels I will choose. So yeah, it's not like GUNVOLT. You will not take the arms of the boss that you will face, but this is the enemy boss that will take them. So that's pretty interesting in terms of new mechanics. So I will destroy this flag. When this game was released, so the Switch versions was released in 2017, but basically it's a game from the 3DS, so I think it's 2014 on 3DS if I'm right. We have to verify that, I'm not sure, but I mainly play on the Switch version. There was also a PC version with a speedrun mode who force you to don't use the dodge, so that's make a very challenging runs because you cannot use one of the most useful defensive move of this game. So here I I miss there we go, my dash jump like this. It's really important to jump after a dash to make a pretty long jump like this. To do a long jump, you just have to dash. I will waiting to recover my electricity here. As you can see, if I use all of my electricity bar, I go in overload, and in overload I cannot dodge, I cannot DPS, I cannot do anything, so I have to wait. So that's basically a lot of time lost. Here I will just use the lightning sphere to destroy the polearm at the bottom right, and that's make the end immediately of this rooms. Yeah, on 3DS since it's 2014. I was right. There we go. Incoming's the very first boss of this runs, Merak. So Merak use teleport, as you will see. It's pretty easy to handle because you have a very big hitbox and it's not very mobile. So I just have to be careful. Again, this fist like this. Okay, we'll charge. I will change the... Okay, this is a very good pattern. Very easy to deal with the... Until I have some mana. There we go. Phase 2. I carefully dodge that. A way to recover easily some mana is to pushing very fast bottom 2 times, like I did right now. That's make GUNVOLT stop here, like this. You can see, and that's recover all of my mana, and that's kind of very useful to doing that. To don't waiting to the mana recovering it's by itself, like I did right now. So this is the big final attack of this boss, and after that I will use once again the lightning sphere. I don't have... Oh, missing some damage. There we go. I did the lightning sphere a little bit too early. Anyway, I was thinking that will destroy it, but that's fine. Not a bad start. At the bottom left of the screens you have some golden card, and that's basically the number of time I can use my big move, my lightning sphere. You have 3 of them, and they will very slowly reload. So you have to, yeah, get taking care where you use it. But basically, I pretty know the routing of the games, and I pretty know where I will use them. Massively against bosses, and in the alarms rooms to instantly destroy the alarms. That can make me pass these rooms pretty easily. So we are in the second level, and those platforms are magnetism. So I just have to use the electricity to make them move like this. Tiny wall jump like that. So those tiny squares are checkpoints. They are pretty useful. If somehow I die in this run, I hope that will not be the case. So some jumps here to don't losing time on those platforms. Same here. And we are once again in an alarm room. So in alarm rooms, there is two ways to get out of there. Destroy all of the enemies or destroy the alarms. And I will always choose the way to destroy the alarms like that with the lightning sphere. Is the fastest way to get out of there. So that's not as it say in the chat. This run is not so much longer than an 80% run because the way to have a good ending is to found the 7 emeralds. No, we are not in Sonic. We have to find 7 emeralds in the 7 different levels. Here we comes this one. To craft a special joy pendant that can allow you to doesn't die during a cutscene at the very end of the game. And allow you to see the true ending of the games and face the true last boss of the games. So, oh no, that's not, that's bad. There we go. Oh. Very poor managing of this this section. This is a pretty big run killer at the beginning here, this section with those platforms. It's pretty not so easy to handle. So I will taking care here. I don't have electricity to use the magnetism here. I didn't care about my overload. Anyway, I will take care here. And that's fine. There we go. So I have only 50% of my life, but honestly, Carrera, the boss that we will face right now, is one of the easiest boss of this run. So it's not a big trouble. He did a lot of damage. He did a hell lot of damage, but honestly, it's very slow. So it's not a problem at all. I just have to jump at the right timing like this. Use my lightning sphere. Another good things about the electricity power, it's make your falling way slower, and that's pretty useful. That's a very good RNG. Now I can just go in the phase 3 just with this lightning sphere. Perfect. You will use this big move. Not very hard to do, it's a big black hole. Just have to stay away of this range. Coming back and wait for this next pattern. This is once again the best pattern possible. He was very kind in terms of RNG. Somehow he can do another pattern that make this defense pretty high and make my DPS pretty slow. So, but here that was pretty great. And that's the second. Pretty recently I make my new PB under an hour during this run, so I was pretty happy about that. There is an in-game timer also in this run, but we don't use it because it's include the timing of the credits, because we have to see the credits 2 times to see the good ending, 1 time to see the good ending, and that's basically a problem because yeah, it's can be problematic to include that in time of the run. So this is why it's pretty interesting, but the earlier time of a run of GUNVOLT is shorter than the in-game times because of that. That's pretty crazy. So we are in this level with a lot of barrier and a lot of triggers to do, and as you can see, we don't see things. Oh, and I was thinking I was on the good in the good part of the level, but that was not the case. So I just have to activate that and take really care about those things. There we go. I'm in overload. There we go. I really don't want to take in touch by those black dogs, as you can see, because they have a grab and that's lose a hell a lot of times. Once again, I will deal with this alarm. I also watching the chat a little bit. In terms of versioning of this game, oh yeah, there was a time for some donation, by the way, if there is some.
Oh no, I was only trying to be a good host and try to be you know, someone to have a conversation with, you know. Yeah, you don't be alone.
Oh yeah. So did you already play these games or any Mega Man games in general?
I didn't play much of Mega Man games. The only one I've played was a kind of a tactical game. I think it was on 3DS or DS. I don't remember, but that's the only kind I have played so far. So I'm kind of really impressed by how you play this game at all, because for me it's like, oh my god, you're doing so quick.
Yeah, but honestly, I think if some people like the gameplay of Mega Man or the music of those ersatz of Mega Mans, basically, GUNVOLT is probably one of the most easiest Mega Man I ever seen, especially because of this dodging skills. I definitely advise some people's, not especially for speedrunnings, but just for, yeah, just playing games like that. I definitely advise this license for people who like Mega Man's in an easy way, I think, because I think it's a pretty easy game to going to the end, because there is no life, there is no... the bosses are not so hard, to be honest, except the very last ones. It's not a die and retry, basically, it's not really like that. It's pretty easy to play safe in these games. But in terms of bosses, incoming, probably the biggest run killer of this game. The twins! So the problem of this boss is I have to destroy them exactly at the same frames. If I don't do that, the other ones will resurrect this sister, and that's a lot of time lost, so I really take really care to make my DPS pretty at the very same speed. That's a pretty good pattern. Perfect. That's... honestly, now I'm pretty... now that this boss is behind me, I'm pretty sure we are underestimated. I'm pretty sure this runs will be underestimated right now. We have to face this boss one other time during the boss rush, because yeah, as like in every Mega Man there is a boss rush. But honestly, in the boss rush I have some extra safe strats for marathon, so that will not be a problem. But yeah, the twins are basically one of the biggest run killer of this game. Incoming, as I said earlier in this run, we just did 3 levels. So after 3 levels, we have these intermissions with another run killer. The boss that will take the 3 weapons of the bosses I already beat. But before that, I have a big level of with many hole, so I have to taking care about don't fall. There we go. So I would just concentrate a little bit myself here, because somehow one of the things that can pretty easily kill you in every single platforming games, of course, is the knockback. If you get knocking back by an enemy's in close to a hole that can be like that, a big trouble. But here that's fine. I use the electric power to wall jumps from here, doing this once again. Oh. I would like to be a little bit too fast. I'll reload all of my like this. Oh yeah, I didn't speak about that. The gun type. On the top left there is a little square. I can change the way to shoot with my guns in many different ways. The most useful one is the one I use right now, but for the twins, to make the DPS pretty symmetrically, I use a different ones that can allow me to charge, to count, to have 5 targets at the same time. These ones allow me to only have 3 targets at the same time, so you can see there is 3 blue cycle, just right to the percentage. And because I would like to DPS the twins in a very symmetric way, I need another weapons that have 5 different targets. But this one is way more useful during levels because they can shoot in a very high speed. And that's gonna be really useful. So here I just have to be careful to don't fall, activate those rage, touch this mirror, and I will mistakes. There we go. Time loss, take this emerald. Taking care about this hole, wall jump here. So yeah, in this level we are against a boss that can change the physics. Your screens don't have any issue, that's normal, that's the games. We'll just wait here. That's pretty slow, anyway. So here we go, Copen. So it's basically a very random boss, can kill runs pretty easily. If I get touched by this special gun, I will immediately begin the fight with a lightning sphere. That will make him go into the corner. Okay, that's a pretty good, pretty easy pattern to handle the lazy laser. So what he will do next? Okay, this one. I really don't have to get touched by this one. No, that was not a good idea. I will get touched, losing a lot of time here. Yeah. I just have to wait. There we go. I was thinking about another pattern, but anyway. That was a little bit time lost. If you get touched by those purple bullets, that's block you the way to use your electricity for a very long time. That's mean no dodge, that's mean no DPS, that mean no nothing. A big time lost. And unfortunately I get in touch by that at the end of my lightning sphere. No way to dodge it, so that was a gumball, but I missed it. Anyway. Here he comes, the next level. So, it's time for a very easy level in comparison to the last one, because here we just have to face big robots and having some platforming sections, pretty easy. So I was thinking about the licenses of GUNVOLT. Actually, all of the GUNVOLT speedruns community is pretty hyped by the upcoming of GUNVOLT 3. Oh yeah. We cannot wait about GUNVOLT 3. It's coming pretty soon. GUNVOLT 2 is probably... I think the best GUNVOLT games right now is GUNVOLT 2. It's pretty insane. We can... Oh, come on. Thank you. Because we can also play the boss we just faced, Copen, as a player. And there is an entire spin-off games where we only can play Copen, the guys we just faced. Because it's not very a bad guy, he's a scientist. Somehow. Hey Benja! I saw the war record order of many GUNVOLT category in the chat. How's you going? So it's very important to deal with this boss in one cycle. Did I get the hitbox? Normally hitbox is pretty big of these things. There we go. I was getting pushed by knockback, as I said, with those yellow sphere. I was scared about not getting in range for my lightning sphere. That's fine. One cycles. It's very bad for your times to having to deal with this boss in 2 phases, because yeah, you have to wait a lot of times to make these weak points appear once again. So here we are getting chased by a big, by some bees, by some bugs. So I have to be really fast here. Up. Miss my jumps, anyway. That's perfect, I didn't have to reload here. I will destroy this, I will wait here. The end of the overload. So here, this is the bugs. I don't have lots of... I will wait anyway. This is all about managing your mana here, because you get hit. There is a lot of enemy. There is no hold, and there is also some way to win times by destroying those platforms. There is destroying platforms with your electric power. So Stratos, it's not a very hard boss. You just have to be careful about when he spawns like that. Okay, he comes here. There we go. So I'll try to touch him in the air with my lightning sphere. That's a little bit early, I think. Yeah, a little bit too early. Anyway, we come here. Perfect. Normally I will pass him in phase 3. Oh no, he shoots this pattern. That was not very fast anyway. Let's try to... Okay, that seems to be a good timing. There is a way I can skip this attack here, winning me sometimes. Oh yeah, it's possible. There we go. No. Tiny bit too late, I think. Yeah, just die a frame later. If I can save, if I did that a frame faster, we will not have this big anime things when he launched this this attack. Yeah, because this game is, if you like anime, there is also an anime about GUNVOLT, by the way. If you like anime, this game is just super anime. We will skip a hell lot of cutscene, by the way. I already skip a hell lot of cutscene by pressing start in many different ways, so this is a pretty interesting story with pretty interesting characters. So, we'll continue our quest in terms of finding all of these emeralds to discover the true ending of these games. And in this level, this is I think the hardest emerald to get, because she's... no, it is, because yeah, it's not... it's an emerald. It is hidden in a certain box, and if somehow you destroy the wrong box, you cannot take this emerald anymore. So I have to be really careful when, at the moment when I have to get the emerald, to don't destroy the things too fast. And this is why this emerald can be also run killer if you're trying to doing it too fast. So there is also a mini boss just here, pretty easy to handle. I can handle it with 2 cycles if I'm doing it that correctly. I will intentionally took damage here, like that, to make a constant DPS against this mega spider. And there we go. Just have to destroy this checkpoint once again. So yeah, in this run, I mean, we will only use the lightning sphere as a power. As you can see, there is different power, empty places for powers on the top right. It's because you can level up in GUNVOLT instead of any Mega Man games and unlock many different power, like a big sword, like a chain, like things to heal and so on. So yeah, but here, of course, because we don't have the time to do some extra stuff, we will not see all of the RPG things there is in GUNVOLT, because yeah, there are lots of RPG things, like having some extra upgrade for your eye, like glasses, having some extra upgrade for your way to dodge, and so on and so on. So yeah, lots of things. Once again, it's Alarm's rooms. I just deal with a lightning sphere, as always. Oh, this is here where I have to be really careful. There we go. Perfect. And now the last corridor of this levels. I didn't speak about the boss of this levels as Viper. Viper can be a problem, especially in the boss rush. So, but here that will be a good training, because it's been a while I didn't train this boss, to be honest. Sometimes I redo some level individually manage the way to make the dash jump, because as I said before, it's pretty important to jump during a dash, make a pretty long jump. So Viper, the very first phase is pretty easy to handle. Just have to jump. You cannot jump in the first phase. That will not be the case in the second phase. Oh, that's pretty... Okay, I will go for the lightning sphere right now. Perfect. It will activate this. Oh damn it! I missed. I unfortunately hit my my lightning sphere. That's not a problem. We'll do without it. Normally I should have 2 lightning sphere here, but unfortunately I hit my shortcuts. Anyway. Oh damn it. Normally he should be already dead if I didn't misinput my my shortcuts. There we go. Let's hope he will not redo it, because he can redo this big attack. And that's it. That was a big fail, honestly. Because I use a controller like this, and you can see there is some extra inputs behind the controller, and this is what I use for the using my lightning sphere, because I think the only problems of GUNVOLT 1 instead of GUNVOLT 2 that there is no binding shortcuts for extra power. You have to doing that with the stick only, and in GUNVOLT 2 you can bind that in the buttons, so it's pretty useful. I'm so used to that, to use this shortcut in the button. So for GUNVOLT 1 I use those shortcuts in those 2 buttons behind my controller. Yeah, it's pretty useful. Incoming the very last level. I know that's Benja, as I said, he's in the chat, the world record holder of the speedrun mode on many different categories, especially in GUNVOLT 2. This is his favorite levels. Because yeah, this level is pretty straightforward, to be honest. With many bouncing things like this. Also, of course, as many... What can be a pretty Mega Man-like games without pretty awesome musics, and the music of these games are pretty awesome, to be honest. Especially my favorite music is probably the music against Koppen, against the boss that we will see at the end of the boss rush once again. And oh no, I didn't have enough electricity. Let's reload, and there we go. Yeah, this stage is pretty chill. Straightforward and chill. Just have to bounce, bounce. Oh, I missed it. Anyway, I would like to jump immediately onto it, but yeah, I missed. I have to taking really care to don't jump in the wrong direction here, because of course a fall mean death. There we go. We'll just take that. There is not a lot of troubles in this level, and other things that make this level pretty easily. It's pretty easy to remember where is the emerald, because it's immediately at the end. I missed this one. There we go. Oh no! I missed another one. Please, the hitbox. Thank you. Oh my god. So many fails. And that's not hard things, to be honest. There we go. So, incoming boss number 6, Jota. So Jota is also pretty random. In this first phase you have the choice between 2 patterns, and a very bad one and a very good one, so let's see. And that's the very bad one. I prefer the pattern where he's in the center of the area. Please be in the center, like that, that's perfect. This one is absolutely perfect, so easy to DPS. So what do you choose? Okay, it's a pretty easy pattern to handle. You just have to be here. And the second time, that's perfect. So, there is a lot of safe spots against Jota. That's pretty crazy. I just have to be here, because he will stay here for a moment. Yeah, definitely, this game is so Japanese anime friendly.
In fact, it reminds me of like 3 games. It's like the adventure of Sonic with Mega Man with the face of a Tales of Persona. So it's really a combination of 3 games in one.
Yeah, that's definitely something's pretty enjoying playing a game like this, because adding some stuff like a very cool story or very not things that can be useful for the gameplay, but just useful as watching a gameplay or watching you playing it. Because honestly, it's feel, for example, when you see someone's playing a games like, I would just say, for example, I Wanna Be the Guy or some platforming section like old Mega Mans, you think, oh yeah, it's pretty impressive. But when you see someone playing GUNVOLT, you say, wow, that's getting fast, that should be pretty hard. Honestly, speedrunning GUNVOLT is probably way easier than speedrunning for I Wanna Be the Guy or Mega Man. Because most of the stuff are pretty automatic or pretty easy to handle, especially because of the dodging skills. So the game is impressive, but the run is not as hard as it looks, to be honest. Pretty easy to. After that, making an optimized runs, chasing Benja's world record is something pretty hard, to be honest.
Can I jump in for not some donation, but actually some bid words recognition?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So we don't forget that we have bid wars going out. We have Rockman 3, Weapon Fuse versus Protoman. We have the Mega Buster or the Thumb Spin. We have Super Mario Land Color Palette, which we have the Super Game Boy, the gray, the green, or the red, because red goes faster, if you get the reference. Haha. And we have the Desert Bus, which we'll have sooner or later, next to this round. And we have the toughest mission to see what's the name of the driver. We have NoReset, Slowpoke, Mooney, which is actually the runner, or we have Dowdy, and I think there's another one. Oh yeah, it's the famous Habsiman.
Oh, I was so close to die.
It's because of Pepsi.
No, because I did a mistake at the beginning of this level. Anyway, we didn't see anything.
No one has seen a thing.
Yeah.
No one has did.
I'm also a Pokemon speedrunner. By far, my favorite Pokemon is Slowpoke. Because I'm like it. I'm taking something like 5 seconds before I was discovering that my run is dead. Like a Slowpoke. And here we go for mini bosses in this levels. Ouch. So he jumped, that's perfect. Fun fact here, there is some spikes, as you can see at the bottom of the screens. In the PC version, on the 3D versions, some of those spikes are hold, basically, and you can die easily by falling into those holes. I think in some very tiny difference. There is some very tiny difference between the Switch versions on the PC and 3DS versions, but those differences make the Switch version easier. especially in the levels again, in the intermission level with Copen, with the positioning of the different emeralds, and also with this level. That's very bad. I will take an extra pattern. I did some mistakes in this mini boss, but anyway. I only have half of my life. That can be a trouble against Merak, because I still have to. I have to beat Merak at the end of this level, the very first boss that I meet. I will play very safely, because there is also the winds mechanics, as you see. When I'm in a jump, the winds will push me. Okay. Easy pattern? Yeah. He didn't touch me.
Is it a good time to jump in and give some information about the charity we are donating?
Sure. That's a good time, because I don't have a lot of life, so I need to stay a little bit concentrated. So go for it.
Thank you. So, for everyone in chat or in the stream right now, so we are donating for the Equal Justice Initiative, who is committed to ending mass incarceration and excessive punishment in the United States, to challenging racial and economic injustice, and to protecting basic human rights for the most vulnerable people in American society. So please give power, be generous to this wonderful donating organization.
Thank you for all of your donations. There was already a lot of. We are getting very close to the 10,000k. No, not 10,000k. I did 1,000 and k at the same. I should skip one of the two things, the k or the 1,000. We should be very close to the 10,000. I mean,
we're close to the K, 10K. Wait. Oh no, that's not the script.
That's not the script. There we go for the boss rush. So let's just a little bit like that, because this is where the thing's going to be pretty scary in the good runs, because we have to meet all of the bosses once again during this big elevator for reaching the special station of the Enterprise that we phase off. Okay, good pattern once again. Okay, I will cancel here right here. Once again, I will try to touch him in the air with the lightning bolt. Lightning sphere, I mean. Perfect. Very good pattern.
Put your hand in the air.
Yeah. The things here, if I can jump in the good timing. Okay. Once again, a chance to skip. No. Once again, very 1 or 2 frames too late. Anyway. Stratos is dead. Here we go for Jota. Jota will not be a trouble. The scariest things in this boss rush is by far the twins. The twins will be just after Viper, the boss of fire. Okay, very good pattern. Thank you, Jota. Just recover all of my energy. Okay, I will die in 2 pattern. I'm pretty sure about that. There we go. Phase 2. So that should be perfect if I don't have to use too many of my lightning bolts. Okay, that's not a good pattern, but anyway. Oh, that's a very slow one. Ah. Ouch. Taking some extra damage. Okay. If I can beat him right now, that should be great. Okay. He will use the super pattern. The problem is during boss rush, what the? He spawned in my bag. That's pretty rare. Normally, you can manipulate the way where Jota will spawn by placing yourself in a very specific part of the area, but that doesn't happen. I just probably did a mistake. Anyway. Okay, that was a pretty good RNG for Jota, to be honest. So now incoming Viper. The good things now, I didn't level up. And that's a very great thing, because if you level up during a level up during the game, because you're taking experience from beating boss and stuff and many enemies, and during a level up you recover all of your life, and that's can be pretty useful just if I level up just before the twins. Because as I said, the twins are the most scariest boss of this game. Oh, damn it. Okay, go to the left. No, to the right. That was pretty good. Oh, I will change my my type of shot for my guns to touch him in the air. Can you touch him, please?
Pretty please.
Yeah, pretty please. Oh, he's already. It's because you already have three marks on this head, and I just leveled up just before the twins. That's perfect. So the problem is right now there are 3. With 1 is invincible, so I will definitely see the resurrection only. I hope only 1 times, and I will have to kill the twins exactly at the same times 2 times in a row. So let's doing it.
We believe in you.
That should be fine. This is basically the only things I trained before marathon run. Okay, just have to be sure there is 3 marks in each of them. That was not the case. Ah! I watching the... yeah, I'm dead. But I have resurrections. That's things cannot happen only 1 times in a runs. This is why I saved that for the boss rush, because normally we're using that a little bit earlier in the runs, especially for the very first levels. I would like to save that for a very last boss, but I didn't. Too many mistakes during this boss. So anyway, we're using that right now. So the hymn, as you see, cannot happen only 1 times during your save, and after that, to regenerate this power, you have to speak with one of the character in the between each missions, I mean, and that's very long to reload that. So I definitely only the chance to using that only 1 time in this run. So this will be against Copen, I think, and in this boss rush. That's also allow me to have infinite moon jump. So it's very powerful. But I will lose that immediately when this boss rush will end. There we go. Final attack. I will wait. And that should be it. Normally you will die from that. Oh, not. I will die here. That's too bad to have to use the hymn in this boss rush. That means I will have to play very safe against the very last boss. But anyway, we're doing it. The things that just kill me against the twin, that's the petrifications, the stone watch. If I watch the purple laser of the twins, I will get instantly transformed in rock, and that's give you make a tons of damage. So, and basically because I was already getting hit by many kunai, yeah, that was my death instantly. Anyway, last level of the game. And we are close to face the big bad guy. The first boss. If we don't know, there is a true last boss behind him. It's Nova. He's the big brain of all of this, all of the Sumeragi enterprise. We try to rule the world with many powerful peoples who have specific power, like GUNVOLT. But GUNVOLT is not agreed with that. The world should be free. And here we go. It's pretty... This boss doesn't have a lot of HP, but you have a big shield you have to deactivate with electricity. So the way to deal with it pretty easily is just to use all of the power you have in a very short amount of time. So it's basically a DPS rush. I just hit things. Yeah. Psycho Fusion! And that's it. Phase 2. Oh, that's definitely a pattern I don't want to see in this phase 2. The wind, like that, is definitely a pattern that I really don't want to see. I have to take care about my life, by the way. Okay. Taking care about this one. Okay, perfect. Here I'll use this the weapon right now, the Orochi, the drone weapons, because she allow me to have 8 weapons at the 8 targets at the same time. And because I have to target the 2 drones in both sides of this boss and 3 targets at the weak points of the boss, that makes 5, so I definitely need to have many targets at the same time. Phase 3. Okay, pretty easy to deal with that. And that's it. And we will see the credits for the first times, and now it's time to unlock the true ending of this game. So if there is any message, this is the good time right now, because we have to wait for the credits, even if I can make them faster.
There's no narration right now, but we have some sponsors that I can give some information about.
Sure.
Thank you. So we have Chasing Rat Games is proud to team up with NoReset Games to bring to their critically acclaimed debut game Struggling, dedicated speedrun and practice mode. An update for Steam is coming soon, with the Switch version update coming later this year. Keep an eye out for the special showcase on Saturday, which was already done by our super lovely VGR. So please go check the VOD because it was hilarious. And we have OES aims to offer an easy-to-use on-demand solution that anyone can use to host live Steam events. With no need to maintain expensive infrastructure and build custom software, hosting an online event has ever been easier, whether for web conference, content creators streams, please excuse me, or speedrunning marathons like ourselves. So yeah, that was our sponsors for our marathon today.
And take you to them. So, and now what's about the trending of this game? So as you can see during this announcements, I had to change many different things, and especially one of my equipment. And basically what I have right now, it's the special joy pendant that I craft for unlocking the true ending of these games. But the problem is this joy pendants making me unable to use the dodge. So now I have to redo all of the last boss without any possibility to dodge. So I have to dodge all of the things like a very old Mega Man games. So yeah, that can be basically where I should have to... where the aim should be useful, because if I get touched I will take a hell lot of damage because I only level 10 at this moment. So yeah, but honestly I'm pretty sure we can do it. I also pick up an extra power just in case, to be sure. Okay, he go back, so that's pretty bad because I will take some extra hits here. Yeah. Okay, jumps, that's perfect. I'm half bar. Okay, I think that's enough. That's not. I didn't level up. I don't have too many knives for the second boss. That's gonna be very bad. Honestly, I will concentrate a little bit myself here because I cannot dodge and I have a very poor amount of life, so I really don't want to show a death. That's not so bad to have the win right now because that will let me sometimes to recover a possibility to heal. That's very bad. Okay, I'm one hit to death. Okay, perfect. Okay, I have a heal. No. Ah. Okay, let's get some. Ah! I let the electricity a little bit early. Anyway, second try.
I was holding my breath over there.
I was sure that will be a little bit too close. I didn't have a good way to. I will wait to see the first move of Nova instead of. There we go. Instead of going. Oh damn it! I did a mistake. Anyway. Okay, there we go for it. I will just be sure to don't take too many damage here. There we go. And I just level up, so this time that should be fine because I have in my entire life bar. Okay, let's go again. Ah, damn! I'm so sad to have shown a death in this run, but anyway. Okay, that's not finished. Just let's get a little bit concentrate.
It's marathon lag anyway, so what you don't want to showcase, you'll showcase it, and what it's impossible to showcase it, you will showcase it.
Definitely. But that's I was pretty close to. Oh damn it! I was pretty close to doing it, but probably played a little bit too slow. Anyway, let's do not take any risk and do a quick heal. Okay, final phase. The special attack of this second phase is a big meteor coming from the top, as you can see. Oh. There we go. And yeah, if you get touched by this meteor, you die instantly. So you have to be really careful about this ones. Anyway, that will not be a sub 1, that's for sure. But we will be underestimated for sure. So here we go. We unlock the final missions of the trending because of the new joy buttons we just get. Honestly, we skip a hell lots of cutscenes and hell lots of dialogues during this entire game. This is basically why many other things just I will not spoil the entire. I make a very short synopsis for this showcase. But honestly, if you like shonens or mangas or animes, and also like pretty easy games, 2D games platforms, don't hesitate to play GUNVOLT. It's a pretty cool license. There we go, Carrera. But honestly, now I have my superpower. Oh damn it! Once again, I was on the hill, so I did a mistake. So I was thinking I'm on the lightning sphere. Anyway, so yeah, it's it's not him, the true last boss. To be honest, it's just a quick joke just before the very true last boss. Honestly, the true last boss of this game is not as hard as doing the boss I just did without the dodge. So normally there will be no problem. And boom! Level up. I will finish this one level 12 I think, instead of level 11, just because of this extra death. But anyway, oh damn it, extra start for nothing. And yeah, because of the circumstances of this of the item I just get, now I have my Super Saiyan mode, who allow me to have infinite jump like that, and also infinite electricity. But the problem is, the true last boss of these games have the special gun of Copen we just saw earlier, allowing to destroy my entire way to use electricity, so you have to take care to don't get in touch. So the very first phase is pretty easy. Just have to stay in here like that, going for the clash, winning it. And we go for the P2. Phase 2. Okay, just have to carefully dodging that. I will try to stay. Okay, perfect. Can you clash this? No, it will not. It will not. That's fine. I passed him in the last phase. Here we go for the special attack. Another difference, in Switch version this attack is way easier to dodge than on the PC on the 3DS version, especially because of the hitbox of those chains are way more tinier in these versions. And basically those chains are basically a one-hit KO, to be honest. Whoop, 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 whoop. That was close. It didn't. Those lightning chains deal a lot of damage. So watch, you choose the chaser. So just have to be sure to dodging that and ready for the timer and time. And there it is. That was the trending of GUNVOLT at the sub 103, if I'm right. Oh no, the timer was stopping earlier.
I think I see 1 hour 2.
1 hour 2, yeah. That's a good time. The actual world record with a big dots, because I'm the only one in this category for the moment on the Switch, is 59:40. There is also another overrunner of the good ending with the other versions on the PC version or the 3DS versions. Thank you for the GG in the chat. Don't hesitate also to watch the runs of the any person who's way more optimized and there is way more runners, and who also you don't have to do some extra stuff in the different levels to taking those 7th emeralds. and that's a 1:03:11 in-game times. Who also is just here for the show because we use the RTA times in this games. So yeah, thank you for everyone for having me. Thank you for the NoReset for marathons for having me for this runs. That was such a pleasure to present it. Not hesitate to try these games because honestly, it's one of the most accessible Mega Man-like games in my opinion, so it's pretty easy to handle. A quick shout out to all of the GUNVOLT community. We have a Discord, so don't hesitate to join us with all of the GUNVOLT games at the same place. And many runners are pretty friendly in terms of giving you some information to dive into the GUNVOLT speedruns, like Link, like Benja in the chat, and so on and so on. Arjik too is also a Sonic runner. And a quick shout out also to my French Association of Speedruns, Speed them all, who also organize many different marathons of speedruns because we are all fans of speeds. And I really hope you appreciate it the rest of the weekend and the rest of the marathons. Thank you for all of the donations. And enjoy your day, guys. Well, goodbye.
Thank you very much, Etienne, for the wonderful run you have made for us. And thank you very much for the amazing time you have been with us. It was an honor to have you.
That was a pleasure. You're welcome.
Thank you. So we'll be back with the amazing Mumuni doing the troll run he always wanted to do, which is Desert Bus. So we'll